Okay. Wow, that was a lot of good questions, Corey. Um, hey, everybody, it's Bryant with the People's Remix, and I'm here with the beautiful and infamous RENN OLYMPUS.
Hi.
RENN is going to be performing at our very first performance in Portland, Oregon. It's at the Peacock, and there's details that we will provide later. But yes, RENN, I've already heard some of her songs. We've danced together, and so far she is an amazing person. I can't wait to see what other things she has in store. So anyway, we wanted to use this time to kind of like break it down and hear a little bit more from RENN. How are you doing, RENN?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing well. So funny story, RENN and I are actually neighbors in the building that we live in. And so that's how we got to know each other. We used to go up and down the elevator. She used to make eye contact with me. And I was like, who does this girl think she is? Being all freaking bomb, just going to her room. So anyway.
Always looking a mess, only looking a mess every single time.
I've seen RENN in a couple of looks and she's seen me in a couple of mine. So it's all fair and all fun and games. I'm super excited to have you. Thank you so much for doing this event with us. We are super grateful to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm just as excited to be here and be performing.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've heard some of RENN's songs and they're very dancey vibes, but I talked to RENN a little bit earlier and I want to make sure that I'm very politically correct here because she's ready to attack me if I say it wrong. Because I was like, so what kind of genre? And she was ready like jab, wrong.
Stop.
And so anyway, how would you describe your music, RENN?
I would say I make mostly a blend of R&B and pop.
Okay.
I love super dark, hard-hitting drums and then pretty vocals on top. So there's definitely elements of lots of different kind of styles. I have some songs that I sing in Spanish, partially Spanglish. I have some that are very hard-hitting. I have some that are a little softer, some electronic elements, but I would say it all boils down to like pop and R&B and dark R&B, alternative R&B.
Yeah, and I know that we talked a little bit earlier. We were having like a little J-Lo night the other night. And we also got to get into Shakira. So I feel like when we were listening, like I felt like there was definitely a Latin energy to you that I hope that we get to see when we do our show. But no pressure, because I can't wait to see what other flavors you got for us.
Yes, my hips do not lie.
Okay.
They will be moving, I'm sure.
We need the hips to move during the event because we all need as much spotlight as we need. So please work those hips for all of our benefits.
Will do.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm a West Coast girl through and through. I've kind of lived all over, but I was born in California, Southern California. Lived there till I was about 10. And then I grew up also in Seattle, and then I made my way down to Portland. So all up and down the West Coast.
Yep. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm also a West Coast person. We talked about, we both lived in Seattle.
Oh, yes.
So we know what what do they call it? The Seattle freeze. Like,
it's
it
real.
could be pretty cold up there, but we'll save that for another conversation.
Yes, I can talk about that all day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been writing since I was literally 6 years old. So I've been writing songs my whole life, but I started releasing music officially in March of 2021. So what's that, 5 years?
Okay.
Or so that I've been officially doing it, but I've been doing it in some capacity forever.
Yeah.
But I actually am fully committed in releasing my music for 5 years.
Yeah, and I like that you also said that you previously or maybe still dabble in the corporate world, but you've always had this passion because that definitely resonates with me. Okay, so you got a fan base. How can people find you? Like, what's the most content that you have? Are you a TikTok queen, Instagram, all the above?
I'm on all platforms. So if you look up RENN OLYMPUS, any platform, I will be there. Any streaming platform.
That's
Facebook,
RENN
Instagram,
with
YouTube, TikTok.
Ends. Two N's, folks. I had to
N.
find out. But anyway, just want to make sure they find the right RENN. I'm sure, especially with the Odyssey out, I'm sure people are using the Olympus name right now. But,
well, there's only one RENN OLYMPUS, so can't find anyone else with my name.
Okay, period. So, RENN and I had one dance class together, and so far I found out that she is an amazing dancer. I use it just to start moving my body. I would consider myself a novice, but don't you feel like I should be a dancer? Look how fine I am.
You look like a dancer.
But anyway, we gotta work with what we got. I'm still trying to undo the corporate spell. So I saw RENN. She already had both talents. She's corporate and she dances. So RENN, I tried to convince Corey to be your backup dancer. It doesn't look like I made the cut, but I'm hoping that maybe he'll sneak in and we can do that walk that we did. Remember when we did the little walk to the mirror?
I would love that.
So I think if we could open up RENN with the walk, let's put in a vote and we'll talk to Corey about it later. But
I'm super down.
Tell me more about your dance before I interrupt with myself.
Yeah, so dance was the first type of performance I ever did. I started ballet at age 4 and then did like lots of, I didn't compete, I didn't take it crazy serious, but I mean, I was in dance class a few times a week from age 4 all the way through college. So
Mhm.
I did ballet, lyrical, jazz, hip hop, pretty much everything, a little bit of everything. But
Yeah.
I just didn't take it super crazy serious or pursue it. But it's definitely, I would say I love dancing and just moving my body as much as I love singing and songwriting. And it's
Absolutely.
where I first found my love of being on stage, for sure.
I love that. Okay. Do you feel like your music caters to any of those styles of dancing that you've had in the past?
I mean, yeah, I think when I'm creating any song, I'm always thinking about how it feels when I move my body to it. So I always say, does it pass the dance test?
Okay.
I listen to it in my headphones and I'm like, does it make me want to move my body? Like, do I
Yes.
feel it physically too?
Yeah.
Because that's just as important to me. And I think dance is truly such an incredible expression and a way that I
Beautiful.
express myself. So
I noticed
yeah.
some of your songs were pretty ethereal, which I appreciate because I love ethereal, dreamy type music because it just sends me to another place. So I appreciated that. So I can't wait to hear what other sounds you have. But okay, great. So it sounds like one of those songs I might be able to dance to.
You could probably dance to all of them, honestly.
Okay, great. RENN is super special to me because she is a person of mixed heritage, which is something that I know what that experience is like. And so even though this show that we're putting on is called The BLKOUT, we're still doing it through the perspective of like the variety within Blackness. And I think RENN is going to be an amazing representation of how different or nuanced, yet beautiful and yet relatable it is all at the same time. And so RENN, could you speak to a little bit of your mixed background and maybe how that speaks to some of your artistry?
Yeah, so I'm Cuban and Italian, and growing up, like we were talking about J-Lo and Shakira, like I never really understood how I felt because I grew up in a very, very white area, and like some people think I'm white, some people, pretty much people think I'm everything except what I actually am. And they're always like, what are you? You look exotic. What are, you know, people are always so curious about how I look and where I'm from and all of that.
Yeah.
And I always would have like I loved J-Lo and Shakira growing up. I loved watching them, but I didn't have any Latin friends, any friends that looked like me. I'd go to my friends' houses and be like, my family is kind of different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I always felt a little bit out of place. And so actually, when I first started pursuing my music, I quit my corporate job and moved to Miami. And I had never felt so me ever, because I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone here like looks like me. They just immediately speak to me in Spanish, like by default. I don't know, I'm like, everyone's loud, intense. I don't feel so like I have to put myself and crunch myself up into a little palatable ball for people to digest. Yeah,
wow.
That's the tea.
I think you might need to join the People's Remix and do all the talking for me, honestly.
Well, it's a good match, I suppose.
But
yeah, that was like a really crazy experience. So even being in Miami, like I also wasn't super connected. I mean, you were in Seattle.
Totally.
There's not really. There's a lot of like Indian culture, Asian culture, but not a lot of Latin culture up there.
Yeah.
So I had never even really been around people aside from my own family members like speaking Spanish openly. So I actually wrote my first Spanglish song in Miami, and then that inspired me to keep exploring that, because also my grandma currently is the only one in my family who speaks fluent Spanish to this day.
Wow.
And so I'm like, if I don't carry it on, like it's gonna die with her. And so like I want the Cuban roots to continue. And so yeah, I feel this sort of, not burden because that sounds negative, but like I feel this sort of mantle that I'm supposed to like carry that for my family into the future.
That is so poetic how you put that.
Thank you. And it's been a very, I don't know, I felt, one of my really good friends is from Mexico and speaks fluent Spanish. And he actually was the one that first encouraged me when he heard my Spanglish song, because I was feeling so insecure, because I'm like, I don't speak fluent, like I'm a fraud, you know, I'm not. And he's like, no, but you are Cuban, it's in you, like this is part of your blood and your soul. And he's like, I love hearing it, like you sound so amazing, and like this is who you are. You don't have to feel like you're not that, because that's who you are. Just because you don't fully speak the language doesn't mean you're not still that. And so
okay, yes.
Hola.
Yo estoy emocionado para tu performance para the People's Remix.
Yes, sí.
Gracias. Para tu tiempo.
Well, I cannot wait to sing and perform for you and be part of this show that the People's Remix is putting on. I am just thrilled, and I know it's going to be an incredible night, so definitely come out. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to sing my little heart out for you and shake my little hips.
I'm excited.
It's going to be really good.
We love you so much. Thank you.
Mwah.